I came across this video and I'd like us to watch it together.
More. See where person won't work this morning. Oh. See where I won't work this morning. Now God save me. Oh. You see? Now a story building. Oh. Everything don't collapse, don't come down pata like this. Now God save me this morning. Will not be smart in you. Now they see him. Share TV. Call on Shanu. Call on Vegel and Wakirio. Call on Vegel and Wakirio. This one go far. I like it. Go for Tayo. That's one of my jacket. I'm going to my jaw. Share TV. I do pay all anybody who see no.
I'm certain you can guess or try to account for the number of losses that this particular error would have caused. This construction error could have been avoided if some things, have been put in place. Obviously, no life was lost. However, a lot of money has been lost, a lot of building construction materials and emotional challenge this is going to put up for the owner of this particular building. Recently, I got into a conversation with one of our clients who purchased land from us, and she wanted to start off our building construction. I had to give her enough advice from the point of a professional to ensure that the necessary steps and the due diligence are being done in order for her to be able to have the best on her property. Now, here are 3 major reasons why something of this level of damage must have happened. And the top on the list is the fact that most likely the owner of this property avoided using the right professionals for this building construction. I always tell people that in trying to cut costs during your building construction, one of the most important things you must never joke with is using the right professionals for your job. Do not try to cut the cost of using a professional for your job and try to use an amateur, because you will definitely end up paying double. The QC could have ensured that the right quality control tests are taken, tests such as soil tests, and also tests of the quality of the building construction materials that is supposed to be used during the construction process. Now, the work of a civil engineer on site is to ensure that the approved materials meet the project specifications. That is, the materials that has been approved meets up with what has been designed by the architect. Structural engineer, sometimes called the site engineer or perhaps a project manager, is supposed to supervise everyone working on the project, that is the assistants and every other person, to ensure that everyone is doing their work as expected and every material that is being used meets the standard of what has been approved by all the other professionals. If you're to ask me, I would say that there's a big probability that an architect did not work on this project. Why? Because the work of an architect is not just to design, it's not just for the structural design before the project starts. His work is also to come back to site to ensure that the work that is going on site meets the standard of everything that he has designed on paper. On the final note, now imagine if the owner of this property had reached out to a consultant like myself. He would have gotten all of this information for free or for a paid fee, in order to ensure that he's doing the right due diligence and also taking the right steps for his building construction. And here's why you should never joke with using a professional for your building project. Because why? The cost of fixing a damage that has been done often more than the cost of employing the right hands and using the right professionals before you start your project at all. My name is Oluwakemi Ojerinde and I am a real estate